Still overseas, just on the Middle East and in particular Israel now, what have you made of the Prime Minister's approach to it over the past few weeks?
Well, it's a very difficult road. Australia has been traditionally very supportive, but also realistic about its relationship with Israel. Here I am in Washington, D.C., and I can say to you that I am stunned at the level of anti-Semitism that has arisen here in the United States. And in fact, just talking with diplomats from around the world, there's been an increase in the level of anti-Semitism that I've never seen in my lifetime. And it's very hard to get the balance right when it comes to the Middle East. You can understand Israel's response totally. Just as the United States responded to both Pearl Harbor and responded to 9/11 and aggressively, when Israel responds after a horrendous attack on its people, I've been surprised at the level of anxiety. Of course, and let me emphasize this. And as someone who is half Palestinian, I can say to you, everyone is aggrieved. Everyone must be aggrieved at the loss of life in Gaza, but equally aggrieved at the unsolicited attacks on Israeli families at the same time in October. So there is no good outcome here, and there's no good path forward. But, one of the things that must come out of this is a preservation of the Abraham Accords. And at the same time, the Palestinian issue cannot become an issue for everyone else who chooses whether they participate or not. It is an issue for everyone in the world who wants peace in the Middle East. It just can't be palmed off to the United States or to Israel or to any one country. Everyone has to step up and help find a solution for the Palestinian people.
And just finally, before you go, Joe, as a former treasurer, the government says its policies have put downward pressure on our economy. That's despite inflation that's still high and a near lock on another rate rise next week. Climate targets are getting more and more unlikely. As a former treasurer, how would you rate the current efforts to tackle cost of living here in Australia?
Well, it is now very much driven by domestic issues. It's not an international issue as it was a few months ago. I would caution the Reserve Bank very, very carefully but emphatically about increasing rates next week. In Australia, most people do have variable home loan rates. And unlike here in the United States and many other countries where most people have fixed rates, because rates move in Australia, they go straight through to the household budget. And it would be extremely unwise in this current environment for the Reserve Bank to overreach, which could put a dramatic handbrake not only on the Australian economy, but inevitably higher interest rates lead to higher unemployment. And whether it be the debate here this week with the Federal Reserve or any other debate, if the Reserve Bank goes ahead and increases interest rates, it will have an impact on employment. And of course, it will slow the economy. And I think the economy is too fragile at the moment to be able to withstand more interest rate increases.
Joe Hockey, as always, good to chat to you.